And it's wonderful to be able to welcome you here today for this very, very special event as the City of Lacombe acknowledges the Treaty 6 land recognition as part of our commitment to truth and reconciliation here in Canada. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mayor Creasy. Mayor Creasy.
Thank you, Maureen. Good morning, Tansy. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here for this significant event. We do appreciate it. I think it's safe to say that the City of Lacombe prides itself on having a positive relationship with all communities with whom we share this land. Today represents a collaborative step towards building even further on those relationships while recognizing an ongoing need for truthful dialogue and greater understanding of all Canadians and our collective past. As many of you know, Lacombe has a long-standing history in the arts and the value that they bring to our community as well. This is why I can think of no better way of recognizing the importance of Treaty 6 than through the artwork created by a very talented artist, First Nations artist rather, Byron Samson. Thank you for being here, Byron. We're fortunate to have him here today to present this work to our community, and citizens will have an opportunity to see Mr. Samson's piece displayed outside council chambers and understand that this council and future councils are committed to truth and reconciliation and the inclusion of all people in our community. On behalf of council, I would like to thank Mr. Samson for his contribution to our community. Your work will be appreciated by everyone who comes through the City Hall doors. It's my honor on behalf of City Council to present to everyone today the official Treaty 6 land recognition artwork for the City of Lacombe. Prior to that, I think that I will just have a couple of things here I'd like to say. Included on your artwork are some acknowledgements here that I will read out. The City of Lacombe acknowledges that we are on Treaty 6 territory, a traditional meeting grounds, gathering place, and traveling route to the Cree, Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. We acknowledge all the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for centuries. So if I could ask you to join me up here. Artist Byron Samson.
Thank you very much. I am very grateful for this opportunity and everything that has been done with this. When I first got contacted by Maureen for this, I was a little surprised that City would want to do something like this. And I was very honored and humbled that something like this was being done for the City Council. When we met, Maureen explained to me what she was doing, what it was for, what she wanted done. And originally, I think we were going to do the medallion, the picture of the medallion of the two handshaking. And I said, yeah, that's not a problem. I can definitely do that. But as an artist, I wanted a bit of more challenge. And I kind of questioned, well, we could do that, but what if we actually got the photos of the actual people who signed the treaty, were there, of at least who we can get the pictures of? And she said, you think that would be good? You could do that? And I was like, I definitely can, provided the pictures are okay and everything. Thankfully, I was able to research most of the pictures, and they were of high quality, and I was able to do them. They were also in black and white, so I also had to translate shading and light from black and white to a colored piece, which is quite difficult. But I was determined to do it, and thankfully it turned out all right, in my opinion. But as a lot of people would tell you, an artist is never satisfied with his work, so there's always something that could be improved. So I'm quite happy with it, and I thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think that Mr. Sampson's being extremely humble, and not only could it be done, it has been done and very well. Thank you for bringing those photos to life here. Would you do me the honor of helping reveal your work? All right. I think that was really fun. So perhaps you could just take a moment and explain for us who the individuals represented here are through your work.
I can't remember all their names. They're all written here, but I was kind of a little bit torn between kind of segregating all the pieces to each side. These are all the chiefs that signed here. There's Bobtail, there's Poundmaker, a bunch of others. I can't remember their names, sorry. And these were the people represented for the Government of Canada. And these were black and white photos, as I said before. A lot of research went into it, and I honestly wish I could have included like what their position was and everything like that. But yeah.
We appreciate you bringing all the signatories to life for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun to do the research. If anybody has time, I would suggest everybody do the research on them too, because it's really fascinating, quite honestly. Yeah. Yeah.
Maureen?
Thank you, Tyron. So I'll just speak a little bit to Byron's artwork as well. So in the upper right corner, we have the actual land acknowledgement, the verbiage that we're using here at the City of Lacombe. This is our crest, our city crest. And then as Byron explained, some of the main signatories that were involved with Treaty 6. It was signed 2 different dates in 1876, in August and then in September. And then following that, there were adhesions as other chiefs in the Treaty 6 area signed on because they weren't all able to get together at the same time. One of the individuals I'll point out here is Peter Erasmus. He was a Métis interpreter whose autobiography I've read, very well educated man, and he was one of the only interpreters that a lot of the chiefs actually trusted because he was so fluent in their native tongues. And so when Byron pulled the names and pulled the pictures and we looked at them, I was absolutely blown away. I mean, I still get goosebumps with how accurate his artwork is. And I'm so proud of what you've created for the City of Lacombe, and I think everybody else is too, Byron. And I hope this helps get you on a wider path so that more people can see your artwork in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to this special event. We're very proud of what Byron's created for us, and thank you to City Council for doing a Treaty 6 land acknowledgement. I think it's incredibly important, and you've laid the pathway for the rest of our citizens to do the same, so thank you.
I would just ask Byron and Mayor and Council to join us for a photo opportunity as well.
Total overall, it was about 72 hours of work, give or take. But I had to, yeah, it was multiple days is all I know, because I get lost when I do do my art, so I don't really count the hours. I can get very fine details within the piece with Prismacolor pencils. Premiere specifically, the pieces there are individual portraits of knowledge keepers, elders, chiefs, people who are significant in our community. It's ranged from old chiefs to just elders, ceremony keepers, knowledge keepers, also including some of my own family members who were chiefs at the time. It made it somewhat quicker because of the size of it, but in that, the smaller it is, the less sort of detail I can get into, but I can still get it accurately.
How long have you been doing art?
This kind of art I've been doing since high school, grade 12. I started realism in grade 12 in my art class. Before then, I was actually trying to become a comic book artist. I was hoping, anyway. My art teacher actually turned me on to realism in my 12th year, grade 12. She said, you should try realism, it'll help you with your comic book art. She said, and I was like, okay, whatever. And somehow I stuck with realism rather than comic book art.
Where are you from?
I'm from Maskwacis, Alberta.
How did Maureen find you?
She found me through Facebook.
Well, actually, it was
Or-
the Lieutenant Governor General's.
Oh, yes, Lieutenant, yes.
Artist Awards, yeah.
Yeah, the Artist Awards in Maskwacis. Yeah, and through then she contacted me and yeah, explained what she wanted, and from there, that's how we came up with this.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to add?
That I'm really proud of the piece. I'm really honored that this is here now, and that I'm really just very humbled and proud that this is actually a thing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.